Hello and welcome to another episode of 100% Orange Juice. This time we'll be trying to beat Tomomo Hell with Yuki. And we're gonna have a lot harder time than QP, I would presume, because despite Yuki's +2 attack stats, she has terrible defenses, so she'll have trouble surviving from the Tomomo with assaults, and you don't have the luxury of the Hyper Mode card to help you get back up on the next turn. So here is the deck I've built for Yuki. I'll explain my choices. 3 Big Magnum. They synergize well with your +2 attack, putting you at +4. And additionally, you take 1 damage when you use it, and this is important because you don't want to be at full health at the late parts of the game, because then you would just be chained, magical massacred to death. And if you don't know, because you're just joining in this series, Magical Massacre is Tomomo's Hyper card, which KOs all units who are full health. Tomomo will use this to KO you whenever possible, so you really want to be not at full health. We put in gift exchanges here because our Hyper is unreliable, so perhaps we can exchange our Hyper to another Tomo and get their Hyper card instead. Put in an exchange here, and this is actually the first time I've actually considered using exchange, because normally I value everything, like my stars and my cards, but in this particular case we don't value anything much, so this can be used as a nasty way to deny Tomomo leveling up and getting her stars and cards, because if we got enough stars from that, we could switch to the stars Norma, and sometimes that might be necessary because we can't always get 14 wins in time. Sealed Guardian and Oh My Friend, very good cards in the late game. Oh My Friend is pretty good early game too. Summons a boss, helps you deal with Tomomo. Sealed Guardian puts everyone's HP at 1, so it's kind of a counter to Magical Massacre, in addition to putting the Tomomo's HPs at 1, so you're gonna have fair fighting ground. And last is Reverse Attribute Field, helps get out of a sticky situation. So we're just gonna get started, and we're gonna be player 2. Would have been best to be player 1. Give us the first turn moving advantage, but this is okay. We start with Big Magnum, so that's pretty good. We won't be able to use it yet though, so I'll just keep it until we reach I believe level 3 or level 2. One of them. I think it's level 3 until you can use it. So we got the kill off the Seagull, but Yellow Tomomo also got a chicken kill, and Orange is gonna get the Sentinel kill. Green draws a card, Yellow lands on drop, and Orange warps, and I think I'm just gonna adjust to them as color because they're all Tomomo. We got the second kill off the Sentinel, but we're gonna have to fight Green. And Green actually rolls a 1 for once, so we're gonna take 2 damage. Retaliate for 4. Sentinel survives, but doesn't manage to hit Tomomo. And Yellow's gonna pick up that kill, so she'll be at 2 wins now. Orange lands on a Lollipop. We're gonna go for the draw. Green chooses to pass us by, perhaps because we have more health than her. I think that might be the algorithm, but don't quote me on that. Orange doesn't get a kill off the Sentinel. I think we're gonna go fight Green. That was a good chance that would happen. So we're at 5 wins now. Things are going a lot better than normally. And by normally, I mean this isn't the first attempt I've tried with Yuki. Many times before. Those videos won't be uploaded because of rendering issues. So if you're seeing this video, then there were no rendering issues I had to deal with. Gonna go here. Get our 6th win off the Seagull. We're actually pretty ahead in wins, and we've been really lucky in that regard. Though Yellow Tomo isn't that far behind us. That'll be our 7th win off the Seagull. I think it's rather important to get as many wins as possible before someone reaches level 4, because that will be when the boss spawns. Yellow Tomomo didn't have quite gonna have to take out the Sentinel. Now we're gonna get the 8th win off the Seagull. Green Tomomo is gonna get the 2nd win off the Seagull as well. And finally, Yellow is the first to reach level 2. Now we're gonna go for more fighting, because this has been going well for us so far. We got the 9th win off the Chicken, so level 5 Norma is secured. Now it's just a matter of landing our lollipops at this point. Orange is gonna fight the Sentinel and pick up the kill from last time. Can't use any cards but 1, and we warp to an okay position. We're farther away from our lollipop, but I guess that's okay. As long as we're quite a distance away from the Tomomos, I'm perfectly fine. Orange is gonna close in on us though. So we're gonna reach first Norma and then go for the combat Normas next. So all we really have to do is continue to land on lollipops at this point. Final battle is used by Yellow Tomomo. That actually gets herself killed. But that's not Final Battle's fault, that was just her being really unlucky. Yellow Tomomo reached level 4, so that's why the boss showed up. Got lucky to roll a 6 to chain level up. And then we're gonna go for 5 or more wins next. So, this is a rather good chance for us to win, because we actually have 9 wins, which is the most. It's actually equal to the amount of total wins from all 3 other Tomomos. And then we get the 10th win for the Chicken. Boss is at 5 health now, and does 5 damage to Green Tomomo. We're gonna go on the Lollipop again to level up, and then we're gonna go for 9 enemies for a level 5 Norma. Green is gonna fight the boss again, deal 1 damage, and get knocked out. Yellow is gonna finally revive, so we're in a bad position since Yellow is right behind us. So I think we're gonna try to gamble. And it takes ourselves out. And this is what we call strategic suiciding. Because by taking ourselves out, it makes Tomomo move forward without fighting us. And, we'll just have to roll to revive, but that's a small price to pay. The alternative was to give Tomomo 2 wins. And I do not want to do that. Since she only has 5 right now, I don't want her to stay that way. So Green's gonna fight the boss and actually get the boss kill, so that will put her at 5 wins. Better than Yellow getting the boss kill. Don't want to use Super All-Out mode just yet. We'll go on the Lollipop. And it was a flamethrower trap, so we lost all the cards in our hand, but I'm perfectly fine with that. If exchange is used, we had no cards to exchange. We're at 11 wins. We need 3 more to reach the final normal requirement. Oh, my friend is used by Yellow Tomomo. That'll help us deal with the Tomomo. And the boss takes 5 damage from Yellow. So the boss is at 3 health. Now, Orange lands on a Lollipop, but doesn't have enough wins to make it work for her. We're gonna take 1 damage from the boss, which is fine. So Green is gonna fight Orange, but only do 1 damage. And take 1 damage, but Green heals from the Lollipop, so she took no damage effectively. Orange is gonna be on our tail, so now would be a good time to use Gamble again. But doesn't hit any valuable targets. If exchange is used again, but we have no cards to exchange. Green goes for the boss kill, but the boss survives with 1 health. And Green gets knocked out by the boss. If we're lucky, that's the opposite of lucky. I was gonna say if we were lucky, we would probably get the boss kill, but I suppose it's better that Orange Tomomo gets the us kill rather than the boss kill. So Orange Tomomo is gonna be able to reach level 4. Again, if we're lucky, we could land on the boss. But it's actually Orange Tomomo that lands with the boss, so she's gonna be at 8 wins, and she's fast. She's gonna catch up to us very quickly. So we're gonna go for level 5 now. Go for the 14 or more enemies. Now it's just a race of if we can get 14 wins before the other Tomomos can. But the battlefield effect is gonna be useful, but Magical Massacre we use, knocking out all of us. Unfortunately for us, we revived instantly. So we're gonna be able to take advantage of this free time. We take out the Seagull for the 12th win. Orange Tomomo revives, so we're gonna try to distance ourselves from her. We get the 13th win from the Sentinel, so we're really close to winning actually. But anything can happen at this point, like chain magical massacres could occur. Go here, not stop home, and then fight the Seagull. And we got the 14th win, so all we have to do is land on a lollipop. As long as we can loop back around once safely, I think things will be looking pretty good for us. Let's see, green is at 6 health, so we don't want any super all-out mode, so yeah, we're just gonna go land on a lollipop. And we got really lucky on this attempt. Well, that seems to be the theme of Tomomo Hell. Get really lucky and win. But normally I don't roll this well with Yuki, but all things considered, Yuki is just Tomomo without the defensive stats. So yeah, we beat Tomomo Hell with Yuki. Next time we're gonna try with Aru. I think it's gonna be Aru. I'm just gonna follow the right arrow key. So I think our luck is gonna run out sooner or later, and I think I deserve this one because I've done, I don't know, I say 10 attempts prior to this. I won, I'd say 2 out of those 10 attempts, but both of those videos were scrapped due to rendering issues. And if you're watching this video now, then the rendering issues have been fixed, hopefully. Actually, they upgraded Camtasia to 8.4, so maybe that'll fix the problem. But thanks for watching. I've been going off on a tangent. Yeah. Next episode, Aru. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again. Castella out.